Minimalism. It's everywhere you look. Minimalism here, minimalism there. All white rooms, black and gray shirts, blah, 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 blah. Minimalism. And it works. It's basically a cult that we all want to be part of. Why? What is the secret that even minimalists don't know about? Hey, my name is Peter Paul, and if you hate clickbait titles and thumbnails with long drawn-out videos that only state one point, then I suggest you look at the timestamps below and skip ahead. First off, if you're new to minimalism, then you should know that I invented it last year. Don't look that up. What is minimalism? It started in the 50s and 60s as a simplistic trend when it came to music, art, and design. Nowadays, when you hear or read about it, it's most likely about the minimalism lifestyle, which is about living a life where you are intentional about your time, your belongings, and your energy. Some people confuse minimalism with scarcity, which is not the case. Remember, minimalism is living an intentional life. So how do I know all about this? I invented it, remember? I've been practicing practical minimalism for the last couple of years, and it has been amazing. When my wife takes me shopping, I take pleasure in picking up an item and asking myself, do I need this? And then not buying it, but not as much pleasure as I get from annoying my wife with the same question. Like, when she wants something, I'll ask, do we need this? And that's why she doesn't bring me shopping anymore. But seriously, minimalism has made my life simpler. And at first, I really thought it was because I was buying less things. I thought, wow, not needing to buy things makes me happy. Or, wow, wearing the same black shirt. Not same black shirt, but wearing a black shirt every day is so simple and it makes my life easier. And for years I thought it was just that, simplicity. Simple, intentional living leads to happiness. But I was wrong, which is rare unless you ask my wife. I was wrong about minimalism because I thought that an intentional life brings joy, and in a way it does. But minimalism goes way deeper than that. It goes beneath having less things or being intentional. I believe there is a secret reward that minimalists experience without actually even knowing it. And it's this, that joy, contentment, and happiness, it doesn't come from the outside world, but within. I'll pause to give you some time to have your mind blown or be upset that I wasted your time. Hear me out. So practicing minimalism, subconsciously, you're saying that what I have is enough. Therefore, I don't need more. You become hyper aware and hyper grateful of the things you have. And more importantly, after a few months, I believe the narrative in your mind changes. And here's a secret. There is a clear transition from the mindset of having enough to the mindset that says we are enough. I'll say that again. The narrative changes in your mind. And I believe that this is the key to happiness. It goes from what I have is enough and I don't need to get more to who I am is enough and I don't need to become more. Who I am is enough and I don't need to become more. We don't need to have more. We don't need to achieve more. We don't need to earn more. We don't need to continuously strive to be more, whatever that means. And once we have that mindset, then we live a different life. A true life where we are finally acknowledging ourselves as being enough, therefore no longer needing to look outside ourselves for contentment or fill in any perceived missing pieces or insecurities. The secret was never the minimalist lifestyle. It was in you all along. Practicing minimalism just helps you to see it. If I could draw it out, it would look like this. The first step is consumerism, where I need to buy things to feel valuable. The second thing is minimalism, where I don't need to buy things to feel valuable. Then there's this third step, which is secret minimalism, or mental minimalism, where I am valuable just because. And then there's step 4. You know what that is. So owning more things doesn't make you enough. Owning less things doesn't make you enough. You already are enough. You just need to remind yourself that. And with minimalism, by reminding yourself to be content with your possessions, it's almost a quiet reminder that you are content with who you are. I'll say that again. By reminding yourself that you are content with your possessions, it's a quiet reminder that you are content with who you are. And I think minimalism, like any practice, has its flaws. And sometimes we don't always stick to our practices. For example, I still want the new MacBook Pro. Which MacBook Pro? The newest one that they release every year. If I were to be completely honest, I always want the MacBook that has not even been released yet. And I want a Tesla because, you know, Elon. But that's a different story for another video. So remember, the secret to minimalism was never about material things and about having less to be more. It is about being content and acknowledging that you are enough. No more, no less. So question time. Are you a minimalist? If so, how long have you been practicing it? And if you are a minimalist, were you aware of that secret mindset? And if you are not a minimalist, then is it something you would consider doing? Comment down below. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it and want to watch more videos from the self-proclaimed inventor of minimalism, then don't forget to click like and subscribe. My name is Peter Paul, and I will see you in the next one. It's most likely. But seriously, minimalism. Sometimes when I talk, I kind of bore myself. Hey, thanks again for watching. If you want to see my intro into practical minimalism, then click here. And keep in mind that the audio is really loud, and I'm sorry. And if you want to see more videos that the YouTube algorithms thinks you should look at, check out this one.